Hello everyone and welcome back. My name is E. Daniels, aka The Nerdy Nanny, and if you are watching this video, yes, it is filmed out of sequence. It's a different day. You'll notice it eventually.
I'm slowly losing my mind. Also, we're all still in quarantine, so I actually made a quarantine wish list, I guess. Basically things that I've always wanted to learn how to do and never had the time. Top 2 are how to poach an egg and how to make my own mayonnaise. I don't have any eggs, so we're skipping to step 3, which is that weird whipped coffee thing I keep seeing on the internet, so I haven't had any caffeine yet. Let's do this. Alright. The recipe says equal parts instant coffee, sweetener, and water. I have this because I found it in my pantry, and I don't know how old it is, so we'll find out. And now, you whisk it until your arm falls off, or yeah, this might take a while. Okay, so, I don't know if you can see this. That kind of sort of worked. I had to add like 4 times as much sugar as the recipe called for, and it's still really bitter. And I was having a really hard time whipping it up, so then I added heavy cream to it, and it deflated it again. And then it'd start all over. But it did whip up a lot easier than that, so I don't know what this is, but it's not the thing on TikTok. I think I just made a mousse. I'm still going to drink it, though. Just going to shake this a little. Totally fine. It's only 2 days past. Doesn't even smell yet. Ooh. I mean, it looks cool, but then you've got to mix it to drink it, right? I'm just doing what the internet told me to. Okay, this makes more sense now. Diluted with a whole bunch of milk is actually fine, but I've only mixed in like half the foam and it's turned a really strong color. Maybe I added too much foam, so I'll probably have to like refill it with milk. It's alright. Not worth the 10 minutes I spent whisking it though.
Last time I tried this, didn't have eggs. Kind of important. This time, I got the eggs. As with all aspiring home chefs, I did the logical first step when trying to conquer a new technique, and I Googled it. Actually got this recipe from Alton Brown, who I generally trust on most things. There was the whole fondue thing, but we're not going to mention that. So, Alton says I need 1 egg yolk, dry mustard, fresh squeezed lemon juice, white wine vinegar, sugar, oil, and salt. Don't actually have salt either, as it turns out, but I've got garlic salt, so we're going with garlic mayonnaise today, I guess. So this next little bit's going to happen very quickly, so I'm going to go ahead and pour out the ingredients, because this is the part where you have to mix in the oil, and apparently if you stop whisking, everything goes wrong. So internet fashion, the camera on the battery on this camera died, and I switched over to the other phone, so there may or may not be audio on that. But the hollandaise or the mayonnaise went to, well, it's egg soup. I don't know if it's edible or not. Don't really want to play Russian roulette, so we're moving on to poaching. And considering how swimmingly the last one went, I have a glass of wine. Why not? If anyone cares, it's mango strawberry moscato from Arbor Mist. $3 a bottle. So I've got the water at kind of a poaching temperature, which I've been told is just barely having bubbles on the ground. And there's some debate as to whether or not you should season with salt or vinegar. So, I'm going to do both. I don't know if that's going to completely screw it up, but after the last time, I'm hedging my bets. That sounds about right. So, I've got my slotted spoon, I've got my cup, I've got my water coming up to temperature. Just going to turn that down so it doesn't turn into an aggressive boil. Oh, don't split. You're okay. Here's that cup of egg whites we had before. What we're going to do, we're actually going to pour it into the slotted spoon beforehand. And, whoop, nope. Only the wispies were supposed to come off. The whole egg's running away. Okay, that didn't work at all. I now have almost no egg white. Okay, it's fine. We're gonna go with it. That looks like it's cooking. It is cooking. Okay, so I think I know what I did wrong. You're supposed to have the water spinning when the egg went in, and I'm going to use a actual strainer to strain off the wispy bits instead of trying to use the slotted spoon because I was too lazy to get the strainer out. Poached egg, attempt number 2. Okay. Drain the water.
Is that a yolk?
What? There's egg around it.
Are you joking?
Well, I got all these wispies in the water, and it made it really hard to see.
You're just joking. There's me.
You just wait and see. This is going to be a delicious poached egg. Okay, I don't know why this keeps happening. You want to come take a look at this? Woo! Like, the yolk has completely separated from the white. That's not normal. First, I gotta get both halves of my egg out of the water. Ooh! That's precarious. Look at this. What is this? The egg white's completely separate. Like, there's the yolk chilling over here, and here's the whites. Like, why? Why don't you guys want to be friends? Okay, so, final verdict. Pretty much everything went wrong. I can't make mayonnaise. It smelled really strange, and it never thickened up, so we just got rid of that. I am eating my egg. It did completely separate. So, but it tastes fine. I'll probably just go back to poaching in the microwave. That was way easier. And the only thing that worked was the Dalgona coffee, which, unless I could find a much faster way to do it, is not worth the amount of whisking that you have to do. But, we're still in quarantine or lockdown or whatever you want to call it, and I've knocked everything off my quarantine wish list, so I'm going to have to find some new things that I want to try. I'm going to eat my egg now. Ooh. like snot. Okay. No. Oh. Okay. That was another incomplete failure.